Yes, ma'am.
You call yourself a political prisoner? If so, why do you think that you were released then a week before the election? Also, we're in New York. Trump just had a rally at MSG. You said you spent time with Puerto Rican men while in prison. Do you think that those comments by the comedian that spoke before Trump, were they racist and should Trump condemn them?
Can I take the first part of your question first, which is why was I released 7 days before? I think the math works out. If you take 120 days from July 1st till today, that's what my sentence was. Remember, the Bureau of Prisons said last week, the Bureau of Prison admitted I was eligible for part of the First Step Act. I should have been out on September 19th, according to the law of the First Step Act. Now, I'm just there on a misdemeanor for 4 months. You have individuals that have been there that are rotting years after their release date, that today don't know the release date for their families. This is destroying families. The First Step Act is not an executive order. The First Step Act is not just some sort of concept. It is a law. And the Justice Department and the Bureau of Prisons are, by criminal negligence, not implementing that law. And they're not implementing that law for one reason. Because to implement it the way it's supposed to be implemented is a massive political victory for President Trump, who's the only individual in this country that stepped up and had true prison reform. And this is one of the reasons that African-American families and Hispanic families think so highly of him. And this is one of the reasons that the queen of mass incarcerations, which is Kamala Harris, is not. Let's talk about the Puerto Rican situation. Why is President Trump, why is Florida no longer a battleground state? One of the reasons, and significant reasons, is the Puerto Rican support of President Trump and his policies. The Puerto Rican people in this country, American citizens, support President Trump and support his policies. Okay? So that some influencer or comedian says something, is it inappropriate? It's definitely inappropriate. Is that the policies of Donald Trump? Absolutely not. If you look at 218 and 219, why is he resonating with Hispanic families almost 50-50? Why with African American men? Because the economic policies of President Trump had blue-collar workers getting higher increases than white-collar workers, non-college graduates getting higher wage increases than college graduates in 218 and 219, with almost zero interest rates and almost zero inflation. Okay, that made more money in their pocket. They understand the economic times were better then. This is one of the reasons that the politics of joy didn't work. And when she pivoted to this dark night in America, it's not working either. They support President Trump, and he's going to get historic numbers. Now, what the comedian said, or the influencer said, is clearly inappropriate. Okay, but that's not President Trump's policies. President Trump is bringing working class people together. And I can tell you what I saw at Danbury. We're going to move past race. And we're going to get to the discussion about money in this country and who the elites are in this country and who controls this country. Okay? And that is when you're going to see a broad base, even broader base today, populist movement. But thank you. Yes, yes.